Welcome back to 21 Week Success and Happiness Coaching. You all must have heard this phrase, faith can move mountains. The importance of faith, the importance of belief. During the past few weeks, you have been going through certain mental exercises. You were defining what exactly you want to achieve in your life. You were trying to figure out, or you are trying to define that want into a goal. And by putting the timelines and by defining exactly with certainty when you want to achieve it, you have defined those goals. And once you define those goals, you started working towards visualizing and crystallizing and verbalizing and visualizing those dreams as if you are actually living in those moments. And of course, you started searching for the right kind of opportunity, and also you created the strategies. Now, this entire exercise, what you have done now, I have seen many people have gone through this kind of exercise in the past also. Even after doing this kind of exercises, even after setting the goals, even after creating the strategies, even after identifying the right kind of opportunity right in front of them, I have seen some people fail to take action. I'm not going to talk about action in this week, but why some people fail to take action. If you really look, if you really check those people, what I have realized is that the kind of things what they are supposed to do right now is challenging their existing belief systems. Let me explain that. Now you have defined what exactly you want to achieve in your life. Till now you must be having a mediocre life, and maybe that you are trying to find both ends meet. And you must have come from a background where the teaching has always been, how to cut corners. Now when I asked you the question that what you want to achieve in your life, you must have started dreaming big. You must have started thinking that I want this and I want that and all those kinds of stuff. But still somewhere in the back, something is pulling you back. That is your belief system. The belief system which tells you again and again, no. What are you saying? You cannot think yourself driving a BMW. You cannot think yourself owning a 7,000 square feet house on a riverside. What are you talking about? With the kind of income you have, with the kind of education qualification you have, with the kind of capacities you have, how can you ever think? This belief system is definitely, for a lot of people, pulls them down. And in fact, majority of the people, they never get into action. They never get into consistent action because the belief systems challenge them. What are these belief systems? When we say belief, it's a very interesting word which could be a philosophical word. But from a neurobiology perspective, what's a belief? Any thought which you think again and again and again and again. Any action you do again and again and again. A certain bunch of neurons in your brain, they fire. And if you keep on thinking about the same thing again and again and again, the same bunch of neurons fire, and they actually take the support of more neurons. The neurons which fire together, wire together. They become something called a neural pathway. A belief is nothing but a strong neural pathway. It's like a national highway. Now, whenever you come across anything connected with that particular topic, that will run through this pathway, this highway. For instance, you have been managing liability for years together. You started with a small liability. To resolve that, to pay off that, you took liability, you took a loan from someone else. To pay that, you took loan from another person. So this has been going on. Now there are a bunch of neurons in your brain which are actually activated, and they are very much excited and fired up, and they are firing continuously. Whenever it comes to the situation of money, this same bunch of neurons will fire, and they will alert you. They will tell you that, okay, if you want money, get from someone, take from someone. So this becomes a solution. So this is a belief system which you have already built in. That is why if you look at some people who have been in deep debt for so many years, you try to save them. You save them some lump sum money. And I can guarantee that within no time, they will come back again and say that I am still in liability. Because their brain is in the familiarity zone. The familiarity zone is nothing but the liability zone. The liability zone is what? It's a neural pathway which has been going on for again and again for so many years. Now what I'm talking about is this kind of so many belief systems are there in your brain. There are so many neural pathways in your brain. There are so many. There are certain beliefs which are connected with what you can accomplish in your life. There are certain beliefs connected with your relationships. There are certain beliefs which are connected with your own appearance. Some people are feeling very bad about their own appearance. There are certain beliefs which are connected with your income or the level of income you can earn in your life. There are certain beliefs which are connected with your potential, capabilities. So these are all beliefs which are already built in. Now, when you want to stretch out, when you are thinking what I want to achieve, you are thinking bigger. Your horizons are completely different. When you are stretching yourself and imagining what do you want to achieve in your life, in fact, you are challenging some of those old beliefs strongly. This is something truth. That's why the brain is going to get into a non-familiar zone. He's not familiar with this kind of things. He's familiar with the kind of liabilities. He's familiar with managing, with whatever little money you get. He's familiar with a bad, ugly, maybe a sad, worried you. Your brain is familiar with all these things. Now, you are saying that I'm going to be happy in my life. Throughout, for the last so many years, you have been sad, you've been worried, you have been concerned. And that's what your brain is familiar. And for that, actually, there are so many neural pathways which has already been formed. Now, tomorrow onwards, you're saying, I'm going to be happy. That means you're going to challenge these neural pathways which are already existing. So that is why it is going to pull you down. That's why even if you set a goal, if you really wanted to move ahead, still you may find that something is pulling you back. And the only way to get out of it is to come out of it. How to come out of it? Is by again creating some new neural pathways connected with your beliefs, the new beliefs. Or rather, creating those new beliefs connected with what you want to achieve in your life. Whatever you wanted to accomplish in your life. If you wanted to have happiness in your life, then you need to create certain beliefs in your brain which are connected with happiness. A simple belief that, a person can be happy and happiness is a choice itself is a belief. How do you do that? By creating new neural pathways. How do you create new neural pathways? By practicing it again and again and again and again. So what I'm going to tell you is that, all those things what you have done till now, like in the sense that, creating a want, converting that want into a goal, and crystallizing, verbalizing, visualizing, picturizing, and then creating the strategy around it, finding the right opportunity, do it consistently. Do it consistently. If you keep on doing it, it will create new neural pathways. When you start visualizing your future life, when you start visualizing your achievements, when you start imagining the kind of life you are going to have, maybe 10 years down the line, if you keep on doing it, I'm telling you that's going to create new neural pathways. Those new neural pathways will create new belief systems. Those new belief systems will empower you to take the right action. And ultimately, it's the action which is going to give you the results. So it's a time to create those new belief systems, new neural pathways, and you can do that. Wish you all the best and God bless you.